kind of running empty. I guess we can pull the planter out, stick it in the workshop. Let's go once over it. Two eggs, no problems there. Meanwhile, we're chewing up manure and liquid manure quite nicely there. So I'm figuring once he's done on field 4, I'm done spreading manure for a year. Probably won't take us too long to regenerate. I don't think these are ready to respray yet. Take a look at that later. Actually, oh, there's a plan. Okay. You're going to be at that for most of today and probably a fair amount of tomorrow. This is working out. When I'm operating that on my own, I usually put it on 2 wheels because you can see it's skidding, because the drawbar on the trailer is too short for it to take full advantage of its turn radius. Zarian 4000. Those are my 2 small tractors. 130. We've got the Valtra T, which we use for cow farm stuff. How many of those have I got? 1, 2. I've got 4. I was one up at the BGA, yeah. High tip trailer for silage. Chaff. Oh yeah, they've got animal transport wagons. That's a TMR mixer. We've got 3 trailers. One of them's permanently attached to the food mixer. These are auto loads, and variable auto loads. You can square round pallets. The works. Timber runners can also be set for auto load, although I hate the auto load function on them. I tend to just load it with the tractor, the Valtra T usually. So we've a fuel use, and then one of these is used for liquid fertilizer, 2 for digestate or slurry. Got the chaser bins. I've got 2 tippers. These are the only tippers that come with the covers. And then we've got what's this? 380 horse 940s. Pair of those. Got big Lexian 700, and then the Zerion is 435 horsepower. And then some auto-load trailers, the truck with the tank. What the heck? Oh yeah, I'm using that for stump grinding. It's a little bit better than the in-game one. However, for 19 I found the in-game one is a little bit better than this. Safety weight for when we're doing baling. Haven't done any tree work for a while. Are we done? Okay, how's our peak manure coming along? Yeah, we're not going to get another load out of that. So this is done for the year. Run this by the wash and then park it back up next to the cow shed. Have to open that up to clean out the spreading mechanism. Can it be done? Okay. Oh, I'm on the crab steer. Now what am I on? Wheel steering. Yeah, that's what I want to be on. Something I learned from clutch simulations: if you want something reversed, especially a dolly trailer, this Zerion is awesome for that because of the four-wheel steer. And the only thing better is a tractor. Something like the Challenger or MT800E. That is great for reversing trailers that are difficult to reverse. Okay, we're kind of done with the Zerion for the year, or at least for the spring. We're not going to need this tractor out until next time we crush silage, which is going to be in the fall when we're harvesting corn, or during the harvest, when we need a tractor on either the plough or the cultivator. I usually use one of the Axion 940s to haul the chaser bin. But because all of my cultivating and seeding equipment is so heavy, I've got to use one of the 3-class tractors to haul it. And when I got the huge chaser bin, it was completely outside the capacity of, I think I had a JCB 8000 series and the Valtra T, and they just could not haul it. So I had to put a class on that, and then I was deficient heavy tractors for the cultivating and planting jobs. My chaser bin just parked up there, so I think it's about the biggest one you can get. And since it doesn't leave the farm, I'm not too bothered about trying to transport stuff on the road. But basically this time of year, and actually let's check, service interval on this is 19 days. That's fine. Sort of spring and fall are the times these heavy tractors get their biggest workout. Try that again. Okay, that's fine. I'll get rid of my roller. Yeah, not going to get through that. That was fully fueled, wasn't it? No, it's sufficient for now. Okay, so what are we actually doing around here? We've still got a full bunker of silage to sell. Yeah, that's 99% full. We have about 5,000 litres capacity on the digestate tank now, which is one of the reasons I'm not selling that silage at the moment. And I really don't have enough cows to feed them. So you're doing... oh, that's the big field. You're going to be there a while. Try that again. Since it's been over a year since we've used the seeder, we should probably have that in the shop. Make sure everything's working right. Lubricate the bits that need lubricating. We'll check the tractor 2. No, that's not the check the tractor 2 thing. 9.8 engine hours. That's a little close. We're probably going to use that up before the time's out. But that's fine. And there's now space in there for the auger. Hi, cows. Probably need to pull forward a little bit more. That's good enough for now. So one of my thoughts is to replace a lot of this Lemkin equipment with bigger. Partly because we can afford it, and partly because I think we can do better. For example, where are seeders? Sewing machines. I think we currently have that. Nope. Pronto 9? Nope. Oh, we're probably Horsch. That's the one we have. So that is 12 meters. And quite adequate. That's 12 meters and is for everything else. But it does do cultivating. From the Platinum expansion, that's 420. We've only got 380 horse available. So Great Plains is only 280 but has 18 meter width. These I'm not really looking at because they are just too I'd never get them down the roads between the fields if I tried. But the Great Plains, it's possible. It's a little long, but it does have a low horsepower requirement. It doesn't cultivate, but it does plant. Getting on for almost everything. The Amazon is also possible. That's 15 meters. That's a little bit bigger. It does cultivate. It seeds and it fertilizes and has my main, barley, whatever, 270 horsepower. So this seeder is a good step up from this one, which is only 12. It doesn't look like. If I wanted to do corn, I would have to get the Great Plains, which is all of them, but don't think so. So we're currently on the biggest Horsch that we have, and you can't cultivate with that anyway. But possibly replace the Lemkin with the Amazon is a possibility. Cultivators, we're currently using the Lemkin, which once again is 12 meters. This one's 14.5, 350 horsepower. It doesn't leave a lot with the Axions, but I could just stick the Xerion on that for the most part. That's 420 horsepower for 8 meters, not happening. 500 horsepower, that's huge. And then we're on tiny stuff. 240 horse for 4 meters. Oh, there we go, the Horsch. 300 for 6, 360 for 12. And 500 for 12. So potentially replacing the Lemkin with the the Kokeling could be an option. It's only 15,000 more, not even 16,000. Has a little bit better work width, and all my tractors can haul it, although the 350 is a little bit close when you compare it to 350, and we're looking at these guys which have 380s, only 30 horsepower. They're going to struggle on some of the hills on this farm. And I didn't look at plows. Plows. We currently have that one, 240 horse with just under 5 meter working width. We could go the Salford, which is 6. It's not a big step up. And then the big one is that one, 10 meters. I don't have anything that could haul that. So the difference between that and that, frankly, I'd stick with the Lemkin anyway. But we could replace the cultivator, we could replace that seeder with the Amazon. And we got the money to do it. And then we've got the old, what's that? Sugar beet harvester. We don't plant sugar beets very often, in fact almost rarely. We plant sugar beets when we need to, but that's not a big need for us. The pigs eat about 300 per 3 days, and we go around here. There's the rest of the AR equipment. You'll see I've got a fair few bales of straw for the pigs, and I have all of these beets sitting here in crates. If we run down here, so I can jump in the Land Rover. Pretty much a full crate there. It's much better. So at 300 per 3 days, it's 300. I'm doing 2 6-day seasons, so 6. I'm using about 2,400, so I'm using about a crate a year at the moment for the number of pigs I have. That can't be right. I'm sure I don't use a crate per year. Anyway, let's jump down here. You're still doing big giant field. All of the rest of the work is done. Review the equipment roster, make sure we're not what the heck's that? Fliegel twin axle high hitch trailer. Oh, that's that'll be one of the AR frame things. The Lemkin could do with replacing. That's getting costly. One of the AR trucks, that's probably the yellow one, is going to need repair soon. Land Rover, Lexian 700. Oh, the harvester's going to need doing soon too. Our little water tanker's going to need to be fixed. But for the most part, we're staying ahead on maintenance. So it is now just after midday, so I think we've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. There's really not much else to do here for the rest of the day. I'm going to let the jump out of that. I'm going to let the slurry tank do what it does for a bit, but for now I'm going to call it and go and find something to eat. So I wish you all a good weekend. I'm not sure on the state of the Ose family farm since we played that with Mrs. Osa, and I don't know whether she'll be up for playing tomorrow, but we'll take a look and see what happens. If not, I might stream something else. But I'm still suffering from this fatal case of man flu, so I may just be sleeping off the night tomorrow. So that's it from me. Everybody have a good weekend. As I said, I'm out of here.